morning we have, looks like Amazon already has thrown two different directional alerts for up and down in the pre-market. This stuff can happen a lot, and I haven't really had much that I can actually say for that stuff except for except I guess the main thing is that it's like a good sign of up and down pressure, like buying and selling pressure both. um, that's the best that I've been able to give it. So it's usually a sign that the stock is moving sideways, which backing out here on Amazon you can kind of see it's had some up and down and whatever, but there's a lot of double pressure on this one, so we're just kind of watching that. There's not anything happening on Neo this morning. I wish I had something I could replace that one with. AMD is showing good volume. We might see some movement on that today, I hope. I'm looking at our chart over here. Wish we could get a hit earlier this morning. Yesterday we had some hits right off the bat when the market opened. Had a really nice day yesterday, despite having taking a couple hits on some stuff. Anyway, yeah, so we are 2 minutes away from the open. I'm just going to show you guys the right now. If you take a look over here right now, the bot actually shows us up for the week. We are actually doing okay this week. As it comes through. Yeah, yesterday we had several hits on Meta took 2 break evens, and then Amazon took a total loss on that one early in the morning. But we did get a really nice run out of Amazon and Meta yesterday, and AMD, so it was a nice day on that. Okay, so we're now 1 minute away. Just waiting for this thing to get going here. AMD dropping off again. And sometimes when it does this much of a pullback, you'll see this thing just bounce back up here, and usually it can come back up here and touch this VWAP line, and then it's gone for the day. It's nice to see this one actually getting down to about this line, because it means it probably has some pullback on that. A lot of the sell-off that you're seeing right here is early morning stuff, and we should see a lot of pullback on those as the market gets going. And here we go. Just kind of keeping an eye on everything there. See that? That trying to pull back up to there. I'm hoping. I mean, Amazon just fell down, finally hit that line there. Now we just need it to take off. See, most of these, there's your pullback on Neo. Right off the bat there. Look at that thing go. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, like, this had low volume this morning. I didn't expect to see much out of Neo this morning. But, I mean, look, it's had almost a 40-cent move there, a 30-cent move already. which it's going to probably have quite a bit of pullback on that kind of a move. But man, Amazon's holding at that line right there. It's going to drop some more. I'm thinking might look at AMD's crossing the VWAP right there. We might actually get a hit out of that one. Look at Neo go. Good night. Didn't even get a hit out of that. It's not very nice. See, momentum trading, this one would have had a great run. You would have had a good time with that one this morning. This is what you call an opening range breakout. It's that first candle going up and then the next candle breaking the range of the previous one there on Neo. So you could have grabbed that and made money on here and perhaps held it for longer. But that's a simple stock strategy. You see a lot of that happen. 1 minute, what they call a 1 minute ORB, or a 1 minute opening range breakout. Amazon's still holding down here and it's below the VWAP. So not much. I mean, you can look at it. Hasn't been much volume this morning and not a lot going on anymore. AMD tried to go up and look, it's crashing back down again. And it's doing it without giving us an in at all. So much so, me checking to make sure the bot is even turned on. With seems like I would have got something out of those. Yeah, I mean, you can see this one threw an entry and it went right down to the profit line. So, I mean, like, it shows you that's actually what the bot's supposed to do. You can see it shows an entry right here. This is where you would have got in and it would have ticked all the way down here and got you out right here at this profit line. So that's showing a full move on the bot all the way down. And this is what you call like a whipsaw, but you see the market opened and then kind of cut through all the moving average lines. These are the most common moving average lines. Cuts through all of them and then slices back down again and then kind of holds at the bottom here. Now this is actually a decent trade coming in right here. Obviously you can't do it until this thing calms down, but you see it's cutting back and forth. It's trying to pick a side. We talked a lot about Amazon this morning having both sides here shown, up and down, and you're seeing a lot of that right here. The equal amount of buyers and sellers, and it's causing a kind of a back and forth motion, or what you call a sideways move stock. And yeah, you see Amazon's down here and it's just riding right here below this. There you go. AMD's kind of picking a side right now. Now it's broke through this low of day right here, so that's gonna hold. Okay, here we go. Oh man, Neo almost gave us an entry right there. Gotta keep an eye on that one. Yeah, if you remember yesterday, we had an entry on AMD that the bot actually missed the alert on that. Look at AMD, as I was telling you, it did go down, but look at that, coming back up here, trying to cut through all those again. And you gotta wait for this stock to calm down before you can do anything with that. It does look like Neo's trying to hold that line there and not go through or give us an entry. It tried, but it's going to try to go back up. Now, what we're looking for here, like it's trying to go up, but we're looking for it. This is what you call more of a, it's getting close to setting a high of day, which is still a little bit early for that. So it could push actually higher. But this line's going to hold pretty strong. And if this holds, then you can tell the stock has a lot of downward action. So once it comes to here, we want it to kind of hold there and get weak and pull down so we can get a trade out of that. Yeah, Meta isn't really doing anything. Looking at that, there's not much going on here. And this has gone down, but I mean, there's nothing. You got a spike in volume here, but then nothing. Here's another spike, which is good. We could get a push. We might be about to get something here, and you can see AMD is pushing as well. They're both coming up here at this line. Look at it holding at that line. Like, I mean, it just doesn't have a lot of gas. You can see that it just didn't. It's just holding. This is a good show's promise, but look at that. Oh man, we got two of them on the alert there. So, still 35 seconds to go. See if either one of these holds. If they do, we'll look at. Oh, AMD didn't hold. They're so close. Look at them popping back and forth. We'll end up taking trades on both of these, AMD and Meta. AMD's not holding. Looks like Meta's holding. 10 seconds left. Now I wish it really had some more gas, because honestly, I'm saying this probably, look at that. Look at that. Pulled back right before it did it. I actually prefer that. See, I felt like it didn't really have enough power to actually go up, and it throwing an entry that early is tough. I'd really like to see it giving it everything it's got. And here we go again. Let's try it again. 36 seconds. You see Neo got a nice bounce right back here when it was about to throw a thing, and now all of a sudden huge volume, and it pushed up there really nicely. So yeah, looks like we're about to get an entry on Meta right now. 16 seconds left. Looks like that one actually might hold. 11, 10, 9, 8. Now with this much of a push, oh man, 1 second. Okay, and it held. This much of a push, I'm going to kind of wait just a second. Just a second. Now what I'm doing is just waiting for it to kind of pull back a little bit. See if I can get a better entry in there. So normally you'd take it up here, so I actually waited, and it might still pull back a little bit more, but I felt like I got a pretty good entry on that one. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and set my profit and loss lines. See, it looks like I got a better entry by about $29. So getting a better entry means that you don't have to take as much on the stop loss if it goes total loss, which can happen early in the morning here and there. So normally it's about a $70 loss on these, and you can see the stop loss line is coming in at $31 instead. Yeah, I see that. It just kicked me out. It's nice to see, or it was nice that I got a good entry on that. So it came right down and touched that line. This is a strong pullback right there. It holding on that line, I feel like I want to take another entry. I mean, honestly. It's really weird that because it touched the line. I actually am going to take another entry. It's being really low here, so I'm going to take another one. Part of the reason why I can do that is because I have a $70 one on there. and it got me out of that one too. So it happens. Doing a second one on there was a little bit risky because it had already broke that line once, and it might still go and take off. You never can tell. But Jade's got a pretty good mark on this with this line right here. When it breaks that line, it traditionally doesn't have enough power to go up. So the percentages of it going up are very, very small. So, and even if it does go up now, we are out of that one. Go over here and take a look at the SPY here. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of the same stuff out of the SPY this morning. If you look at that, it has, not much going on right there. It's the same thing all trapped up in all these things. Kind of a dead end. I'm thinking Meta's going to come down here and throw another one going down, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have said, that I could have stayed out on this one and not got in again like that. But it was so close to the line. If you see it come down and it's trying to hold this line, so it holding that line means something different, than what the bot's actually saying. And you can see AMD is pushing on this line all the way through here, but just doesn't have enough gumption to get across. So, I'm thinking overall, there's just not a lot of, or maybe there's too many buyers and sellers at the same time. Right now, something I want you to note is that this line right here, this moving average line, is slanted down. This line is slanted down. Now, hold on. Oh, man. The AMD is trying again. And Jade is giving us one on... Oh, come on, don't do that. There we go. Give us another entry going down. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it did hold. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. So yeah, this one didn't quite hold above the line. And now here we go on the bottom one, which it's tough sometimes when you think about these because, like today, I know the action is both directions right now. So, in all honesty, I kind of would like to not trade it all today, honestly, with what's going on. I say that just because of the back and forth action that we're getting here is kind of tiresome. Yeah, I like it to be a little more confirmed. So if you see here, it's gone up and then you've gotten full moves back and forth here. And now, look, it's back above the line again. It closed below it. It closed above it. Now it's back above it. It's going to kick me out again. It's just, today's just, look at this. I don't even know what this is. Look at this. I was telling you about the two different sides here. Both sides pushing at one time. And this is the kind of stuff you get. And look at AMD is doing the exact same thing. A whole lot of this. It's just annoying. Neo at least has some direction, but it's... Anyway, this one's going to go up and kick me out. Well, obviously it's going to. I mean, look at the lines. So just the pressure from both sides is just obnoxious. AMD dropping. What's the SPY doing? SPY looks like it's pulling back a little bit. We could really use the SPY to tank off right now, maybe help Meta out in its fall. There you go. Just a little bit. See, it did pull back. If you look at it, it pulled back right to that line. It's so close to kicking me out. Oh, man. And see, it's all these lines here. These lines are all, it's all tangled up in there. It's like a big giant mess. We need it to push down and get out of this mess so it can do something. Yeah, that's, I mean, $5 is not profit, 87 cents. That isn't profit. And trying again, I mean, it's got downward motion, but like I said, everything today, if you see this step in volume right here, that's a sign you're going to get some pushback. And for that tiny of a move and for this big of a pushback on there, I'm telling you, it's just frustrating. Maybe it'll just give way. And I mean, you're going to see, I feel like you're going to see a big push out of this bar right here. We're just hoping. We just need the competition to end. It looks like a lot of the competition ended on Amazon or AMD. It did get a pull down here. But you see these big steps right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bunch of steps in volume. With this big one, now you're going to get, or you could get another big push out of AMD going up. Look at that. It is good to kind of see each one of these stocks kind of going down since we are in a short on this particular stock. But yeah, see, there's that push. Good grief. And look at Amazon pushing up through there. I mean, look at these small, tiny moves. I mean, do you really want to be in on... Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Oh, my word, it's going to kick us out. Oh, man, that's so close. 20 seconds out of that, too. I mean, it can do it, too. I mean, it's clobbered me before. Look how close it is to that line. I mean, it's literally on it and not kicking me out. 3, 2, 1. Looks like Amazon's going to give me an entry. Not sure I want it, but took it anyway. It's the thing when you're running with a bot of some kind or a strategy. You have to play the strategy. You know, you can't worry about the other stuff. If you want to adjust your strategy afterwards, you can. But you sure don't adjust it during the day. So, days like this will give me a little bit of research. I can research more into, what's happening and see if the bot can actually be improved to perform better on these days. But you remember, Amazon through the up and the down one. It's been pushing to the down direction for quite some time. So it could actually go up. But, I mean, we just don't have a clue at the moment. Yeah, look at, this is right at the line. I mean, you can't get much closer to stopping me out right there. And Amazon's losing it right now. It does not look like it's gonna hold that line. One of the things here to note again, you see that step in volume right there? Step in volume is a push up to that line. And then of course you're gonna get some resistance on that. So the question is how strong is the line that it found here? And yeah, look at Meta is just gobbing with these big candles back and forth. That's more of that whipsaw action, cutting back and forth on all that. can't really decide whether it wants to go up or go down, which is just nerve-wracking. Seeing that Amazon is trying to climb above this, we're probably gonna get a push right up through it. Here we go. Oh man. Oh, I can't look. Oh, it did it. Gotta be kidding me. So that's our third loss for today. Not liking that. Yeah, I know. It'd be nice to hop in this one going up. You can tell this one's here, and then this is an aggressive pullback, which would give it a good run up. I mean, that's the thing. The problem is I really can't take this entry now because of the loss of the pullback. So nothing we can really do on that one. Amazon does look like it's done a successful. It did a nice pullback here, and it's kind of holding up here. I don't really like the fact that this white line has stopped it from moving. You know, it's better if you see it push right through this line. When it gets to this line, we can actually tighten up the stop just a little bit because it means it's gone enough forward. But in all honesty, it didn't cross that white line, so I'm trying to be careful with my break even thing. This is just, like I said, there's just nothing there. Look at that. Not a good day to be trading. Here we go. I mean, it looks like it's holding. There's 7 seconds left. Every minute right now is like an hour. Yeah, you can see that is doing that big pull up again and just back and forth. Has no idea what it's going to do. Terrible. I hate to get caught in that. Hoping Amazon already did its morning thing. See, it did a double and then pulled down and made a point. Now it's done another one up here. We just needed to get up here and make a statement. And I don't like the sound of that. Let's try to make another push down. Yeah, I see it. I just don't want to admit it. Amazon's got a down and an up one at the same time. Now this can be a good thing because sometimes if you're in on this one and this one throws, it actually can mean that it's supercharging this one. And you'll get a huge pushback up here. But sarcastically speaking, I think because I'm in the trade, this is going to be the one time it doesn't do that. told you with this, the way the stock was moving like this, I did not want to be in this one. Look, it's going to kick me out. Little. Oh, man. There's another line moving here. See, this one crossed. That's a good sign. This one's coming up to cross. That'll be a good sign. But you still see this big line is going straight down right here. This is a downtrending line, and we're wanting it to go up. That's just no good. Look at this. It's going to kick me out. And you can see Meta hasn't done anything. This is nothing. It's already come up here, hit this. Amazon's trying to kick me out. And when you're trading a strategy, if you don't have something lined out in place, you have to continue to trade the strategy one way or the other. You know, regardless of your current situation. Because like I said, you know, me jumping out of this one right now would be, I mean, it doesn't matter what it does afterwards, whether confirming it or denying it. I have no idea what it's capable of doing. The only thing I know is that I'm still in it and I should try to stay in it. That's all. That's the only thing I know. I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, I know you're getting a push going up, but I mean, look at this. This, every time you get a push up, you get an equal and opposite reaction. Push up, equal and opposite reaction. Like it can't hold anything. So I was telling you this morning about, you know, the two hits this morning were showing an equal amount of buyers and sellers, you know, and a high competition between each other. So, you just don't know. Yeah, this is one of those mornings you kind of wish you could take some profit right here on this. So I didn't have to go into the negative on this one. But, and maybe next week I'll have built in, you know, some way of taking profit on these instead. I do hope to do a study this weekend about where or how much of a profit. See how I come up and hit this line already? So it's possible I could pull some profit out of these to kind of make up for the ones that take a loss. You know, we will see more about that, but I want to do a study, a back test, if you would, on the difference between waiting for the full profit and then actually doing it. Now see, this has come back. This step in volume is showing this line right here to be strong. And we'll get either a confirmation of how strong it is with a pullback right here, or we will get a push up through showing that the sellers or the buyers are ready to go. Really would like to push there. See, that's a really good sign here. Really good. Okay, finally. Okay, now for this, I can actually now tighten up the stop a little bit. We still can't bring it to making money yet. Especially with how much the stock has actually gone nuts. But this is a really nice move. I mean, look at this. It's gone straight up. We still need it to go quite a ways more. It's not really done. This is nothing exciting. I mean, it's already been up here before. We need more pressure. There we go. That's good. Oh man. I know stepping volume can actually be good, but see, you had a step in volume and then it pushed again, which is really nice. But we don't want this to be catastrophic volume, or if this turns dark green, which is one of the signs of like extreme volume. It didn't turn green. Good. That could be a good sign of a move up. This has kind of reached kind of the halfway point up here or up there. So what I usually do is move this up a little bit more, about halfway between the end point and the white line. So now we've actually protected $28. Not a whole lot there, obviously. Now moving this up here means that I expect this thing could pull back all the way down to here before going up. If not, be the end of the trend right there. Pulling back out, you can kind of see the tops of these have hit right across here. There's kind of a trend, so that's the reason why it would pull back here. And predicting that out, you probably won't hit that line till about 9:10 if it continues in that direction. But you kind of have two fighting trends, the one at the bottom here, and then there's one on the top. I don't really play those lines. I just let the bot do the work for me. Yeah, you can see over here on Meta, it's done a pullback right there. And then it's continuing to go up. It's actually at that white line right now. Yeah, I don't like that. A pullback is necessary in order to get and complete this move. And we've seen some aggressive pullbacks, but you see this line right here, this little moving average line? Really needed to hold that. It's jumped across it and kind of shot up, and we really needed to hold that line, but it's an interesting thought, because you got the pullback, and up here we were at about $100 profit. You think about it, taking some profit in that moment might have been a good thing. I'm actually going to take less profit on this one right now. Just kind of protecting myself. Yeah, there you go. And it's out. Look at that. I know. Yeah. Yep. I know we actually made money on that one, but we didn't make money. So. Yeah, it's pulled all the way through it. Which, I mean, it can hold right here. Tough call. No, see, it's breaking that one too. Man. Now it wants us to believe it's going down. Yeah, I mean, it's still early in the day, despite the fact that I want to go crawl in a hole and not trade anymore. We're probably going to end up with an entry right here. This could be the one we need. Finally confirming which direction it's going to go. Obviously, up is not the direction. Seconds. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2. Ah, man, it was so close. Look at that. Maybe third time's a charm. It just doesn't have anything, you know? Both sides pushing. Yeah, I know this going up here and then holding. You got that jump again. I mean, it's holding this line. And that line is kind of trying to go sideways, but it's still going down. This one's curving over. I mean, the trend is still down. This overall trend is still down, despite the fact that it's pushing up. I mean, yeah, it could change it, but probably not going to do much changing this early. Yep, here we go again. It trying to jump across here and climb up there, which we know it's not going to do anything. It is 9:08. It's officially counting down the seconds to be done with this. Yeah, you can just look at that. Look at it. It holds this line, can't get off of it. Goes up, can't get off of it. I mean, if you think this is going to go up for more than that, it's just not going to, you know? And it's trying again, just more obnoxious. Look, AMD actually finally found a direction. It looks kind of similar to Meta finding a direction. Neo's kind of found a direction here, pushing in the up direction here. And Amazon's still struggling with that. Yeah, 6 minutes left. Yep. So he's gonna try that again. He's gonna try it again. Yeah, part of me hopes that I'll be able to take one more, but I don't know that I actually want to. This is what I was looking at the other day on AMD. You can see it's pushed on this line the whole time and then come down and taking an up move. It's possible you might get a push up on this, but if you look at this line here, this is downtrending motion, just like this one is. This one's actually trying to go into a sideways move instead of down, but it's 5 minutes left. Yep, really close. 4 minutes. You can see I'm counting down the minutes. Real question is this one gonna come down here and try to break this? I mean, with this, you know, you have a slight uptrend here. And it's kind of holding, if you want to call that a trend. And it's held it right there and right there. You know, it's kind of held on to this point. Neo's actually done pretty good. Jumping up here, holding. If you remember this morning when it held, it kind of tried to throw a down signal right here. It was actually a good, trying to throw that signal was a good indicator of it going up. Just like I told you on that other one that was crossing to throw here that ended up kicking us out right there. Right here it was about to throw one, it ended up getting us out of it. It's usually a good signal. And we actually got it here. Yeah, this is the one. It went up, went through, and then it showed it going down, and then had this huge push up. Now everything this morning has had equal and opposite reaction, so you're just like boom, boom. Some people might even read that. Yeah, you can see this is one of those, or looks like one of those double bottom things here, which would indicate another push up. But everything today has had equal and opposite reactive forces. Just like I told you this morning about these two. It's even the down this morning, we've gone down and then we've gone up. That almost the same exact amount. It's trying to stay right in an average here. Okay, so we did cross the 913. So I'm going to actually call it a day. I enjoyed trading. See you guys in the morning.